afternoon, YouTube. So right now I'm at Fairview, Tennessee. So if I get my finger off of the camera there, I'm at Fairview, Tennessee, and so I unloaded this morning at Nashville, and then they had me pick a load up that was already loaded at Nashville, and then that load delivers to Searcy, Arkansas tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. So right now it's, I don't know, it's probably late. It's probably about 4 o'clock, or it might be a little bit after 4 o'clock in the afternoon Central Time. And it's pretty much cloudy. You know, the sun's not really out, but it's temperature-wise about 75 degrees, something like that. And it's a little bit windy at times, so it may, I don't know, it may blow up a little bit of a storm. It's hard to say. So I'm thinking about, for the first time, there's a product made by Philips, manufactured by the Dutch company Philips, called the Hue. And they're actually very expensive LED light bulbs. It's sort of a lighting system, and you can control it from a mobile device like a smartphone or a tablet or whatever, and not only have remote control, because these light bulbs are Wi-Fi basically, or the system's Wi-Fi enabled. It actually uses a system called Zigbee. It's sort of a home automation standard, and then you have a device that plugs directly into your router that actually makes contact with the light bulbs. But the idea, the reason that kind of caught my interest to start with, that I might want a system like this would be, or at least some light bulbs like this, would be it would give me remote control of my porch lights on either side of the house. It would allow me to, let's say I came home and it was completely dark, and then I could just via my phone or tablet turn, use an app and cause those lights to turn on. That would be, pretty handy to be able to do, as opposed to walking up to the door in the dark and what have you. So that's kind of what caught my attention at first. And then there's some videos on YouTube that are, where people are demonstrating these. And of course, you can also change the light, the color of the light. These LED light bulbs can produce like 16 million colors. So you've got it's interesting. And so some of the videos where people are demonstrating this capability look pretty fun. So I don't know, that might be something to play with. But in any case, and I'll give you some screenshots here. This kit that they have includes the part that you plug into the Wi-Fi router, or into your router, and via Ethernet, and then you get the 3 light bulbs, and the whole thing is $199. And as far as gadgets go, I spent a whole lot more than that on and it looks, the other thing with all these reviews, it looks like people are really, really liking these things. They're really having fun with them, and so $199 is expensive for 3 light bulbs, but for a gadget, in terms of gadgets, I've wasted a whole lot more money on a whole lot less. Not gotten nearly as much fun or satisfaction out of some of the things that I bought over the years. And so I'm always game for gadgets. Sometimes you get some that are really great gadgets, and then there's other times it's not so much. Where the gadgets, you get it and it's kind of really ends up being a disappointment, and don't get much use out of it. So I'm thinking about this. This is, these things have been around for a couple of years, and this kit came out a long time ago, and it's kind of neat. But then I got I thought, well, I would like to have remote control of my porch lights, and so this would be an actual practical application for that, as well as, could end up being lots of fun. So I don't know, but I'm thinking about that, and it's likely that I'll go ahead and do this at some point. So I've made it to Bald Knob, Arkansas, and that leaves me with about 15 miles more to drive in the morning. I need to be at the place where the load unloads at 8:30 a.m. and like I say, it's only 15 miles, and it's pretty much all on a limited access highway, so US Highway 67. So I'll leave here, I don't know, probably around maybe 10 minutes after 8 or something like that, and then that way I can be sure and arrive there by 8:30, and then get in there and get unloaded, and then we'll see what happens after that. So it's been cloudy all day long as I was kind of driving across from Nashville, over to Memphis, and then on over here to to where I'm at now. The load goes to Searcy, Arkansas, by the way, that I have. About 70, even now it's 72 degrees, 74 degrees, 75 degrees earlier. So the sun, the sun was kind of behind a cloud, lots of clouds in the sky most of the day. It's fairly humid. There's a little bit of rain here and there, but it didn't really make anything wet. It was just more like just random sprinkles every so often. And then even those were pretty rare. So, and it was fairly windy. It's not windy here at all this evening. So for a while I thought, well, maybe it's going to blow a storm up, but so far it hasn't. It's pretty calm here this evening. But that, I don't know, that it may, before the night's out, it may end up developing some sort of a storm. I don't know. But, so anyway, it's kind of another uneventful day, and unload in Searcy, Arkansas tomorrow, and then, I won't know where I'll be going next until probably either right before I get unloaded. They might send another load, or because they do have people, the regular daytime people do come in on the weekends, tomorrow being Saturday. They come in for the mornings, that one of them, they take turns doing that. So they may send a load then, or they might, it might be more likely that once I punch in the empty message, then they send a load along. So won't find out until then. So anyhow, from Searcy, Arkansas, I'll catch you later.